Counterspell. Counterspell. Mirex. Counterspell. I think he gets the message, you know? I think he kinda gets the Look at this. I don't even care. Look at my mana base. A 6 mana counterspell that draws cards and creates mites? Sure, I'll take it. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today possibly the most powerful Bant control you will ever see in this set. This has just supreme late game that crushes Azorius. Like, Azorius is like an aggro deck for this one. This is a juggernaut of value. Why? Because you have High Noon that prevents every deck to play their game plan, and with counterspells you can literally negate everything they do, but it doesn't limit you, because you have Shigeki and Channel is not a spell. Turtle Channel is not a spell. You use all the mana every turn without just being limited with High Noon, and with the counter spells that you can keep getting with Shigeki back, whatever they will play will always get countered. It's beautiful. And the main ingredient, the secret ingredient, the card you probably never heard about, Omenpath Journey. This for 4 mana gives you 5 extra lands. Alright, let it sink. 4 mana, 5 extra lands. And with Shigeki, using Channel every single turn with the Skyturtle, you just outvalue your opponent so severely they actually scoop in despair, knowing they won't resolve any spell until end of the game. With Titania's Command you even have more lands, and you can exile those pesky graveyards together with the flanker. So the deck is absolutely insane. Like, it has late game that I have never seen before so far. And I mean, I think you will love it. So guys, if you want to support the content like this, we are trying to be creative, and probably you never seen a deck with Omenpath Journey. We are trying our best. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It really supports the channel, it helps. And I mean, let's not talk more. You want to see it in action, and I'm so excited to show this to you. This is the first turn when we can play it. We waste the colors, but it's fine. Like, we have 1 green, we have double white, it should be fine. Of course, Field of Ruin instantly. Absolutely instantly. And they need to tap right now, I think. Unless they want to play the Emperor or something. Here she is. Here she is. I wish I had 1 mana more. I would play Titania's Command and just go absolutely crazy. Instead, I think we'll go with this, and we can punish his play a little bit. And in this situation, I honestly think it's worth it. Just for this 1 extra royalty. And we have another Mirex, because he tapped Field of Ruin. He didn't respond immediately, and that gives us more time. He might have more Emperors, so no. No, now you want to tap? Alright then. Alright then. Here's your might. I know you like those. So if he minus, he loses the Emperor. And we still have March. However, we have very low value. I'm happy I have the other basic, you know? One of the 2. One of the 2, right? I thought I had 3, but I guess Forest didn't make it into the version. Alright. Do I want to kill it? I honestly kinda do. Like, this is a big deal, especially that we have a counter spell on top of it. Oh man, don't tell me, they actually countered it, man. Land from the top, please. Of course we won't get it. The idea was that I Titania's Command, I could even put the counters, and they would be, you know, bigger. But you know what, I'll take this one. Not the play of my dreams, but a play. A play. No way he has another one. Bro, stop marching my stuff. Alright, we trade marches. It's not worth to, you know, go for this one. We still have another Mirex, so this game plan might still work. I could go Shigeki, but I don't think it's a good idea. We kinda need the 5th land because we are low on value. Alright. So it could be the Emperor. If that's an Emperor, we just counterspell it and go from there. Alright. A good start. I really want to have some... I want to counterspell something so bad right now. This is super important. We get the Cardo and he doesn't get the Cardo. We are tapped, so it's not perfect. He has full reign over this turn, but it's not 7 mana, so he cannot go for the Deluge. I don't really want the Sunfall, right? Like, it's too slow, especially with my mana base. Like, it's pretty low. Alright, that's fine. That also means we can go for Titania's command, right? Like, they really are fixed on this, you know, Mirex plan. And that's not the only plan we have. Like, we have more. I definitely take 2 land. Is this an exile effect for Memory Deluge or 2 bears? I like bears. There's very cool bears. I still think we go like this, right? Like, we need to win the value game. Bears are so good, but they will Sunfall, pump the Emperor, and it's just worse. Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is good. Let's go for... Oh, right, I can just take this and this. I could take the Surveillant as well. But I think we don't need it. Well, those are the lands, aren't they? We probably won't attack with the Anchorage. Because I'm... Alright. Can you plus it, please? Plus it? There's no way I'm doing anything to your Jace, right? Please? Alright, they're doing card. Good for them, smart choice probably. And they're burning the Emperor. So I think this could be... this feels like White March, right? But I think we can just get lost. Then they will get the map tokens, which is not perfect. But otherwise I cannot kill Jace, and I don't want to leave it even at 1 loyalty, because they will pass the turn. That's a harsh one. I still think we go for it, man. I think we go for it. I would love to kill... This token is super annoying right now, but it is what it is.
Your victory is an illusion, nothing more.
Well, they don't have March. They didn't have March. The problem is that this was 2 attack and not 3. They didn't have the counter yet. So I can take 2 cards from my graveyard. It could be a counterspell and a something. Like Titania's command. We definitely need more lands. I mean, this could be normalized into the the Mirex. Not perfect, but we're trying to make it work. Yeah, that's painful. That's really painful. Oh no, he's drawing cards as well. Oh, that's pure pain, man. Oh, I hated this one. And he will draw 2 freaking cards. Man, this was a Memory Deluge for 2 mana. Are you serious? Okay, I absolutely hated this turn. Like, we just got so behind after this one that it's not even funny. I need way better Shigeki than this. And fact that he didn't have mana was so huge for us. Because we got, card advantage this way. So, if he doesn't do anything, which is possible. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So we don't play the tap land. I really want to go maximum Shigeki here. We have a lot of life, he has no pressure. And I still have 1 normalized, but I need better stuff. I think he can be passive because he doesn't really know that we will make a full value play that is uncounterable. But we will see. He has Jace, that's scary. Is that a hard counter spell then? I mean, he doesn't have 3, and I can pay 3, so this has to be negate. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it? Alright, super. Man, this guy has everything he ever wants. Like, you don't play many negates in the deck. This is like the super premium way to play this. I can take, what, 3 cards. I think I will have to. But, on the bright side, he will give me better selection. I mean, this will be a better selection. Alright, we have options. But we have a timer on us. Memory Deluge is really good here. Let's go. I think it's harder to cast than Shigeki. Definitely this. And we'll activate the bird, right? So the Jace will die. That will be 4 mana in total. So we could go... I really want the counter spell. We could go High Noon, but it's probably not super important in this matchup. It's still nice. I think we can get better value than our opponent. But I really want this. Like, I need so much mana here. I just need so much mana. If I had removal, that I would kill Jace with this, with the Might. Can I wait one more turn? Okay, guys. This will be super risky, but I'm going with it. I don't think we need more lands right now. Like, I like lands, but I need something else. Well, my library is not very huge. Let's go for 4, because we actually drew so many. Alright. We are helping to mill, alright? That's something we need to be aware of. But I hope we can overpower him. I mean, I could still do it, but then I cannot counterspell anything. And those lands will very quickly start to ramp us over this guy. Man, if he didn't have those 2 lands, the game would be so much easier. Oh, the pain. This was probably the most painful Get Lost I have ever played in my life. A Soul Partition on Jace, sure. That's actually okay. Alright, so let's sit. Let's sit. 2 damage isn't something that matters really. It's interesting he didn't go for the attack. If I activate the Anchorage, he would just have a removal, so that suggests that he doesn't have a removal. Do I want Visionar, Shigeki? 2 cards only. So a counter spell and a Titania's Command or something? Not bad. Not bad. But that's everything. I think we just go like this. Every turn Shigeki will be bigger and bigger thanks to the journey. And I just need enough counter spells. That's basically the only thing. I would love to have a High Noon right now, but you know, it is what it is. We just get this extra value. We need to be careful about our library. So I will start drawing cards just not to mill them. We can take a lot of control over this game, but we need to be careful. Sure. The damage doesn't really matter. Like, he won't kill us with this. So there are tokens here. That's annoying. Alright, you got it. He doesn't draw a card, so I don't super mind it. Yeah, this gives me a lot of value. I think they don't like it. I'm not surprised. Man, we can just go absolutely crazy right now, if we want. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Well, I'm going 5 cards, man. Because this will definitely help us. Titania's Command. Probably Mirex. Counterspell. A flanker? No. 1 march for the token. We could also just Sunfall. Well, Sunfall is pretty good here. Maybe we go Sunfall instead. They will counter it, maybe. I'm still going for it. And 1 more card, right? Do I want a land? Lands are great. I don't think it's worth it. Maybe we go Normalize. It's a very sleek counter spell. Alright, I mean, this is a Shigeki we wanted. And the journey, like, contributed a lot to this one. Alright, here we go. Here's your new Mirex for the turn. Alright, we are going with this plan. Let's see how much he will fight for it. Because he will, probably. And I'm not sure what we will do with it. So I can... Okay, that's perfect. That's great. Alright, so we are just cheating with insane amount of counter spells. And potential... Like, we can use Detour to get Shigeki back. And we get more and more lands. We need to kill him within, like, next 13 turns. Or 14, whatever. And now we are starting. Jace cannot be cast at instant speed, right? So we go with Mirex. And I mean, he's in the same situation he was in before. And I think we go like this because we want to be super aggressive right now and overpower his mana base. And I think we are in a great spot to do it. We definitely need more mana. Like, this is basically like an hour early game. We just need like twice this mana. I might cast Titania's command, but we'll see. So here she is. Here she is. I wonder what he will do. A -2 probably. -1, sorry. And then we can use Detour for this. It's probably not worth it. Can we use one counter spell? I think so. I think so. We don't want cards. We just need to keep control over this game. He's very smart. He wants to win by Jace, but he's trying to bait us into using counter spells. But I think he doesn't realize how many we have. Like, we have 4 counter spells right now. And mana to cast all 4. So he needs to cast 5 spells and one of them needs to be Jace. So this might be a problem. And we have double Mirex, so every turn he doesn't do anything. Like, man, you can see the full might of this deck is just insane. Like, we just overpower this guy, like, purely by having more mana, more spells, more everything. He has this puny Jace. Alright. Alright. You like countering, or, you know, milling your opponent, sure. Here's the first counter spell. He is prepared, but he doesn't have enough. Like, he doesn't realize how many we have. Oh, I expected a better fight than this. Okay. Oh, that's cute. I think we just go double Mirex. I mean, he will get 1 extra turn and he is in the same spot, basically. Sure, you can absolutely do it. And we'll absolutely use it in response. I think oh, I don't have basics, right? Yep. What do we have? Man, look at those cards. Triple High Noon, the Turtle, the Farewell. Alright. That's a lot. We don't even care. We have so much mana that we can lose 1. Okay. And we could go with Shigeki right now. He is fully tapped. So that means we are doing our Shigeki. And that means we have infinite counter spells. Yep, it's on top. We also will never mill, by the way, which is kinda cute as well. And if he wants to block, he needs to sacrifice all of them. So he didn't really accomplish anything. Like, it just helps him to buffer 1 turn, but after 1 turn he's basically in the same spot. And I just go further, you know? Man, this card is insane. Imagine 5 lands less during this game. Like, that would be game deciding probably. Alright, done, correct. That's so cute. So I can tap him fully if I want, but I want him to waste counter spells if he has those. But so far he doesn't even seem like he has counter spells. I didn't check the modes, I just countered it because I can. And I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, man. That's insane. Do you have another place? 3 mana? Jace? Jace is the only scary thing. Oh no, I need to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5, right? Detour. Counterspell. Counterspell. Mirex. Counterspell. I think he gets the message, you know? I think he kinda gets the Look at this. Oh my god, I would scoop immediately. And so does he. Man, we are just purely outvaluing all the control decks. That's insane. That's actually insane. I mean, this is what the deck does. It's High Noon. Alright, here's your honk. Alright, let's sit. Oh, it's this one. Right. Right. So, unfortunate. Very unfortunate here. We don't want them to have a lot of mana, unfortunately. So I think I might be forced to, exile Vanquish the Horde. Because okay, let's see, first trigger. Unfortunately, this is also not a spell. Exiling cards feels horrible. But I cannot give him more value, like it's already bad. Alright, so be it. Alright, so not the best turn in the world so far. We'll see. Alright, this is a very good draw. Okay, with this draw I think we might recover. We'll see, if that's Nissa, they will probably play a double land. I really think we need to go with this. Nissa has been a menace so far and we need to get around her. And that is a land, right? So they probably have double land. Yep, that was the one for Nissa. And that's fine. That's fine. So we're trying to get around their value a little bit. I think that with this Memory Deluge, like we have a first shot right now. A Get Lost. Not a bad card, but we are going with Memory Deluge this turn. And I think we have better stuff to do. Like we need some power plays right now. And I need him to whiff a little bit. Very unfortunate. So they will have a lot of mana, but they will be able to cast only one spell. The problem is that the spell they will... Oh no, Memory Deluge as well. Not looking so hot right now. Not looking so hot. We need to get into our counter spells because we are on the very low value. Like we basically have one card right now. Alright, let's give them all the decisions. At least they only have 2 lands, so, not the biggest ramp in the... We actually have stronger ramp than this, but of course we didn't draw it. So I probably want the ramp and no more ice or something like it. That would be pretty perfect. And I'm giving him the triggers before he knows what we will cast. It might change how he plays a little bit. Otherwise, Boseiju probably won't matter too much. Alright, let's go with Memory Deluge. That's a hard counter spell and a Memory Deluge. Those are really good. Yeah, I think we will just play lands with this. Oh boy! I mean, this is a card. We will play Boseiju. Otawara is a little bit better here. Man, I'm going for it. Right? If they cast Virtue, what happens? We can always bounce it, right? And then we can... Yeah, I think we are going with it. 2 lands and exile the graveyard. We can get it back with Shigeki. Like, this is a power play. This is a power play. Alright, let's get our lands. 1 Mirex for sure. So we can either go for headquarters for better mana. Or we can go for example, this. Is Anchor? No, we don't need the Anchorage. We need better draws. Oh, that was no more lies. Shigeki is a no-joke card. Oh my god. What's going on with my brain sometimes? A card. That's the name, Sloth. Alright? He wants to hit some, lands from this. And he plays Wash Away. Alright. And the Rage. They might still get... Yeah, so they had 1 in the hand. They will actually get quite a nice ramp from this. I need to survive this turn. If they just go for the ramp, I'm fine with it. Because with 3 steps ahead, we should be able to close the game. Like, they will have a lot of mana, but they still can play only 1 spell a turn. Man, if we win this after this horrifying start, like, I'm loving it, man. And honestly, I think we might. I actually think we might. And we are prepared with a counter spell here. Man, like we are getting in control of this game, like fully. I won't be able to double spell, but I can always use Shigeki, right? I probably don't really want to. So he wants to draw cards. Sure. It's still okay, but that's the whole play. And here we are with our Shigeki. So only one of those cards probably is new. Normally he would play the land before casting it probably, and you cannot cast anything else, right? He has priority, he played the land. I wonder what that is. A channel. Alright. Alright. You got it. I cannot cast Titania. So. If we want to cast some, I mean they cannot counter on this spell, so we, on this turn, so we can just pass it because they already cast something else. So I think it's just Memory Deluge, right? I think we are in such a commanding position right now that we can absolutely ignore what he's doing. Well, this is a really bad draw. I will take the land probably. Land is actually okay here. And don't forget, if they cast something, they cannot wash away on top of it. They cannot protect it, because that was their spell already. Man, like, and by the way, Titania's command is insane. Like, this is such a powerful card. Alright. Do I want to main phase? This doesn't exile, right? If I played this, I have what? 6 mana. Yeah, I think we just keep the counter spell, because when they play something... Oh, they won't like... Man, I'm so happy I didn't play a spell. To be honest, I wasn't prepared for Memory Deluge. This was just, you know, calculated. But I'm happy it was calculated, because that would be devastating. And I still want this counter spell for their turn, right? Alright, this is okay. They already played the spell. That's not very good when that's the only thing you can do. Sure, they can draw cards, and that's their idea, but that's kinda it. Man, you can see how High Noon absolutely destroys their game plan. Like, they cannot do a thing. They cannot even use counter spells. Most of the time. They can prevent our play. So, what do we go for? Titania's command seems really nice overall. 1, 2, 3 cards. So normalize, and command. Normalize is probably not amazing in this spot. If we play this, they counter it, right? But then we go Mirex, so it's fine. Oh, they cannot, sorry, I forgot. Those are really nice cards, man. Man, this is just insanely good. I fear they might counter our journey, but I'm going with it. I'm still going with it. I should attack first, it's fine. Oh, they need to read. Nobody knows what... Man, this card is such an insane ramp. Like, you basically have 5 extra lands for 4 mana. Of course, it's so slow, but if you go for the long game, it's just, you know, so much, man. Alright, let's take them. Anchorage, Headquarters, and let's go this. Yeah, Mirex is fine. Yeah, let's go for Mirex. They might exile this and we might lose Mirex, but I think it's okay. Alright. And we can play more lands, right? We always need more. Okay, and we attack at last. Like, this is not how you play Magic, but it's fine. Alright. And here's my first land. Man, I love it. We will have so much mana soon that our opponent will get... Like, we will counterspell every single spell he will ever play. He's looking at the graveyard, so it's Virtue, right? And we will counter it. While drawing cards. Man, this is insane. Like, we are just absolutely in full control of this game. It's so fun when you know that whatever they cast, it's the end of their turn. Because then a hard counter spell means that you negate literally everything. As long as you can play 1 counter spell a turn, they are absolutely locked out of the game, unless they play Shigeki like we are. Alright, I see. I would love to counter it. And they have... Alright. This might be tricky. I really want to get rid of Shigeki with Titania's command then. I mean, we are playing against our deck in a way. Okay. Okay. 1, 2 cards. So I can get 2 cards. And they keep the wash away, right? I think we allow it. because that means Titania's command, and we'll get so much mana soon that we will actually be the deck in control, you know, just with the pure sheer of mana that we have. We will have to kill them, but I don't think that should be a problem. Like, when we get full control, we will just keep attacking with mites, or we will just attack with Shigeki, you know? Alright, 1, 2. You like Shigeki? I also like Shigeki. Is it Get Lost? I think it might be No More Lies. Do I have remove? Let's go for No More Lies. I like the idea overall. Let's go. Let's freaking go. 2 lands and Graveyard. You don't have Graveyard anymore, and that was the Shigeki. And of course we need more mana. We still need more mana. Alright, and here we go. And from the next turn onwards, we'll probably start getting the counter spells back. We need to be careful about him casting spells on our turn. But you can see, like, I'm the ramp deck, not this guy. And Passant. They have a lot of things, but we can keep exiling the graveyard forever. We of course need to be prepared for this, right? But why am I at 33? Oh, Titania's command. That's cool. So, do I want to counter it? I mean, I'm fine with him needing himself, you know? He might get Memory Deluge. This is some nice hits. Two double lands. But he still needs to kill us somehow, you know? And with the Word Soul's Rage, he needs to at least, you know, lose 3 mana. Alright. I would love to counter it, but it is what it is. Like, he is going for the combo that we are trying to find. But we have Titania's command, so we can, you know, dig a little bit deeper than he does. We probably want Memory Deluge. Did they play something? Yeah, that was the Analyst, right? So I think we just go with this. There is a priority. Oh, right, because they can sacrifice it. Alright, the counter spell and the Shigeki. That should be good. Alright. We have all the mana for Shigeki, so right now we just say go. And we have a lot of mana. Man, this journey is giving us insane value here. Just insane mana base. Man, I don't even know how much mana I have right now. Sure. In the end, he needs to cast a spell, you know? And we are ready with the counter spells. He has this wash away, so I also need to be careful. But we have mites, and they go around High Noon. Man, the High Noon makes every game just so interesting. Like, I will specifically play this card just to have great matches. Like, suddenly everyone is playing a full-blown strategy game, like a chess match. Alright, that's it. He wants the extra mana. Alright. You ain't getting it. And no, I can make it. Okay, I will do it. So this is 8 mana. Bro, like, look at our mana base. I don't even care. I don't even care. Look at my mana base. A 6 mana counter spell that draws cards and creates mites? Sure, I'll take it. I think we can discard the first one because it actually makes the other one way better. And I still need more lands, you know? Man, he doesn't even want to play because he knows he won't resolve anything and those tokens will just overrun him over time. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed the games today. Like, this is the Bant control with Shigeki I was dreaming of, and High Noon really hits the spot with Shigeki decks just because the only problem with Shigeki deck was just your opponent multi-spelled every single turn and you had to use all the mana, you didn't have mana for Shigeki, and High Noon absolutely just fixes all of those problems. If he plays one bad turn, one, you know, 3-drop that you don't care about, you instantly get full value Shigeki and that's it. And when they see 5 counter spells and 2 removal in your hand and 15 mana, they will be like, I'm out. I don't want to participate in this. And this is the most fun Bant control I have played. What about Omenpath Journey? This is a mythic rare, so we need to talk about it. This card really fits this kind of deck because you don't want to invest too many slots into the ramp because that's not your main strategy. You don't have 7 mana dinosaurs or something that instantly wins you the game. However, this seems to be a really good fit. If they don't remove it, the value you are getting from this card will win over the game. And you have seen that we very often played against Azorius control that was playing lands on curve more or less. They were okay, they had healthy start, and we nearly doubled their mana. This was thanks to this card, so in this kind of matchups it's insanely good. Of course, against aggro it will be harder. Still you can get some, Anchorages, Mirexes, you can get some mana fixing if you really have to, or just go for Surveillant. We have 1 and 2, so sometimes you can just surveil, every turn for 2 turns if you are lucky, so it's not the best thing, but it still does the job. And if you can survive this 1 turn with like 6 mana, Journey, get lost, it's fine. You will get the value, and then you can cast Titania's Command, stabilize fully. One of the big reasons Titania's Command is in the deck is life gaining, because with flankers we can exile graveyards, even better because it's an instant speed. However, we don't really play Emperors in this version, and that means we have less life gain than usually. We basically have only flanker here, so Titania's Command really fixes this for you over the long game. They cannot kill you, and it also helps you against other decks. And the fact that you can get those 2 extra lands, this is the biggest part of the card outside of the exile. I didn't really go for the bear tokens because if you have a lot of mana and you have a lot of life so you don't die, you will win the game anyway. You don't need bears, and that's why you have Mirex. And don't forget, even if they Field of Ruin, wow, you only have 2, they need 2 Field of Ruins and you lose. Not really, because it's not legendary. That means Shigeki can get them back forever, and 2 Mirex a turn will happen and your opponent will scoop to it. To be honest, I had a blast playing this deck. I think it has a little bit of everything, and even though 4 High Noons is a little bit high, this is the main card that makes this whole deck shine, so I think it's worthwhile slot. So yeah, I mean, I couldn't be more happy with the deck. We have 2 ways to go endless loop, we can counter spells, and this is probably the best deck I have played so far that fully locks your opponent out of the game. Usually it's hard to make those Shigeki shenanigans. With High Noon it's actually super easy. He plays a spell, you counter it with Normalize or 3 steps ahead, you waste 2-3 mana that you probably got extra from the Journey, and you use normal mana to fully fuel Shigeki, get all the counter spells back, and probably like some card over card advantage, or just keep the combo going with the Skyturtle. And honestly, your opponent at this point will just scoop. Like, he sees the writing on the wall, he knows how it ends, so he's out of here. So yeah, it's definitely very different than Azorius control, and honestly I even had more fun than Azorius control with this one. So I hope it will be fun for you. For me the Omenpath Journey really worked, but of course it's a very situational card, so keep it in mind. But for this deck it's, in my opinion, way better than like Zendikar or any other ramp like Stomper. You get so much value from a single card that is just insane, and this deck uses every single point of mana every turn, especially when you can use your mana and your opponent cannot because of High Noon. Probably one of the decks I'm most proud of with the new set. So yeah, that's it, and see you guys tomorrow.